Hey people, this is the persimmons that we grow down here. They the size of oranges. They're nothing but a big ball of sugar. But this one's a miniature. It doesn't grow tall, but it has the big old fruit. And this is persimmon. This is the hardest wood you can get. They make golf clubs out of that back in the day. And the other one here, it doesn't have much on it this year. It's really bare. But one of those skinny little limbs can hold 500 pounds of fruit on it sometime. It's really hard wood. It's good to make a bow out of. So this is an example of where they use the word Allah. And sometimes in the Hebrew they'll say this is God. Most of the time it just says these are things. And this is a cross in the Greek where it's Toth is these. They got this switched up, X'd out. And told us in commandments, and told us Toth. And so I pulled this off of here. There's actually 3 different writings in here. There's one here, and there's 2 here, and possibly more. But I'm going to show you the 3 different writings I found here today. But this comes from that Deuteronomy 16, and I was going to read the whole thing. And when I seen this, it was just too huge. I'm going to have to do this one line in this flick here. But I pulled it off and yellowed some out. And so I'm going to start with this Hebrew here. And it says to use crypt, key, through in C, DBO, through in C, in day it, in DEYIT, in day it, in mit's rise. And so mit, M-I-T, means with. It's ancient English. And back when I was in school, they made us read a book about it, or a short story about it, mit. About an old timer that used the word mit, and the people didn't understand what it meant. But from MX is MTS, in mit's rise, in with its rise. Day it, the key through in C, in day it, in with its rise. To smart, S-M-R-T. To smart was it to, and then backwards and forwards after this tack. My fee each fies. And smart was it too. The one that had the smarts was it too. My fee each fies. Fies like fee, fi, fo, fum. Fee is my price, and fi is disgust. You're disgusted with the cost. And then this is the author's of this poem. This is the author's signature down here. The Allah. Hail. E-A-L-E. Hail. Hail the king. That's where that come from. The Allah. And so there was no such thing as Egypt. That's a totally new invention. Nobody from the area ever heard of Egypt. It's always called Kemet and Cairo. And you'll find both of those words, Kemet and Cairo, in this one chapter, Deuteronomy 16. But this doesn't even say Egypt. But this is this reads 2 different ways. I'm going to read it straight through, and then we'll read it in the code. But this is key replaces this vav here. And so it could be a W, a V, or a U, or it could mean and, connected, or to. To menace this who tie, wicketh this has to. Engage up to, and foolish to possess is to. Intol as taught us. And so to the menace this who tie wicketh is. is to use the crit, the kid in of dieth, the kid in of diet, and the in the gauge up to, when your mercury's rising and the water's rising, in gauge up to is in from its rise. And then the foolish just doesn't go with the smart. And then to possess to is to was it to. And then intol us. Intol as taught us. Intol as taught as. And in the toll as is a fee. My fee. Each fies in toll as. And then taught us is Allah, all the way through Cairo and Kemet. Everybody in Cairo and Kemet knows that Thoth is the Allah. But when you read this in the Septuagint code, the 72 code, it means septu means separate, two. And you're taking these last two letters and putting them on front, or they're reading with this. And this is why when you read the Greek, you'll see in every line there'll be words ending in the same letters all in a row like this. And that's so some of the words can keep their meaning even though the letters are moving, because this as would go in front of this T now, but this last two here will still go with this T. So it's still Taz here. Taz in toll. So this is now to shamanist. SHMNHSTH. To the shamanist, the Thai C has wicket. To shamanist, Thai C has wicket. The chosen, the H CH, the chosen get to, GHTO, get to age up. The chosen one get to age up too. She full of wise, WIS. This is the vav. It could be a V or a U or a W. The wise possesses. It still possesses. It's just ends with an AS instead of the IS. Possesses. And this is still Taz. This T is going with this. To is in toil as. So this word doesn't change either. This AS still moves over here. To entoil as Toth. To shamanist Thai. C has wicket. The chosen get to age up. And she full of wise possess as to is in toil as taught. In toll as taught. This is phi, is disgust or outrage, because the fee is too high, is outrageous. The fee phi. And so this is that taught as, and I showed this the other day. It's Toth, or Utus, and that's the eye of Ra is Utus. And they say it's things, this, these. Just like the Allah, most of the time they say it's these or things. But once in a while you see it and they say it means God. But yeah, Hutus, Toth, Hot, these are all names of of the Eye of Ra and of Thoth. And this is that word that they say is Egypt. The Egyptians, Egypt. And you see it became Egypt, but it was Mizraim. It was the son of Ham, brother of Cush, Put, and Canaan. But it was only 4 times, and then it's been changed into the Egyptians, the Egypt. There was no such thing as Egypt. There never was till King James wrote it. Alright, I'm going to cut this off here. Good day.